What you are seeing now is not our Earth, but a real impression of Mars from 55 million kilometers away. It's hard to imagine that this is a real impression of another new continent in the solar system. Although there is also sunlight shining here, Mars and our Earth are two completely different worlds. The Martian continent is more similar to the desert areas on Earth. Here we can see that the Martian surface is covered with a large amount of gravel and debris. There are some undulating hills in the distance, and in the farthest horizon there are some elongated mountains that are also very common on our Earth. Unfortunately, there is no sign of any life here. This is an absolute forbidden zone for life, full of barrenness and loneliness. Today, Mars has become the most understood planet for humans after Earth and the Moon. Since the successful flyby of Mars by Mariner 4 in 1964, humans have conducted multiple explorations of Mars during this long period of more than half a century. In addition to some orbiters orbiting Mars, there are also many Mars rovers. They have taken a large number of images of Mars and obtained a lot of information about Mars. Mars is relatively close to Earth, and in the past it may have been a planet with life, which is one of the reasons why it has received human attention. Scientists have discovered many traces of lakes and even long shorelines on the Martian continent through photos taken by Mars rovers. This means that liquid water existed on Mars in the distant past, and that the planet had a very suitable temperature to sustain liquid water for a long time. Therefore, Mars may have been such a planet. Scientists believe that billions of years ago, Mars had a thick atmosphere that ensured a suitable temperature. The surface of Mars was covered with a lot of liquid water, and even had oceans that once covered more than half of the northern hemisphere of Mars. This environment was very suitable for the reproduction of life. However, this environment did not persist. For some reason, Mars lost its magnetic field, and without it, the solar wind eroded the Martian atmosphere for billions of years. This made the Martian atmosphere thin and unable to maintain a suitable temperature and the existence of liquid water, causing the oceans and rivers on Mars to dry up. After billions of years of evolution, Mars became a desert planet. However, although liquid water existed on the surface of Mars, it does not necessarily mean that there was no life on the planet. Through extensive exploration and research, it has been determined that Mars had a lot of liquid water in the past. The traces of rivers indicate that Mars had a suitable temperature and the existence of liquid water in the past. However, it should be noted that the birth of life is a very complex process, and water and a suitable temperature are the conditions for the birth of life, but not the signs of life. Therefore, our Mars probes have not yet found any signs of life on Mars. In other words, for a planet to nurture carbon-based life like Earth, it must have a suitable temperature and liquid water. However, a planet with a suitable temperature and liquid water does not necessarily mean that life has existed on it. Therefore, all the evidence we have only represents the fact that Mars was a warm and humid planet in the past, and not necessarily that life existed on it. The second reason is that our current exploration of Mars is very limited. Although there are multiple rovers on Mars, most of them have only explored the surface. Even the drilling of rocks by Curiosity and Opportunity rovers only goes a few centimeters deep. Below the Martian surface is still a very unfamiliar area for us. Even if life really existed on Mars in the past, it is likely buried deep beneath the Martian surface. We can hardly see their existence on the Martian surface. However, with the continuous development of human technology, we will be able to explore Mars more deeply. We will not only achieve manned landing on Mars, stepping onto this red desert world, but also may establish a human settlement on Mars, making it a transit station for us to explore the vast universe. By then, we may conduct more in-depth exploration and research on Mars. If there are some extinct lives buried beneath the Martian surface, it will be of great significance to us humans. This not only means that we have discovered a planet with life beyond Earth, but also brings new revelations for our future.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel so that you will be the first to receive the latest videos from us. Click the red subscribe button. Thank you.
Let us know in the comments section what you liked about this video or what you'd like to see next time we make it. We read every comment carefully.